the jet fuel hoax. What they tell us is they put 10 tons of liquid fuel in these wings of the planes. 10 tons of fuel in these wings. Which would look like that in weight. All those, cars piled on those wings would equal the amount of fuel that they tell us that they put in the wings of the planes. And the wings don't tip, they don't, fall down a little bit when they get all that liquid in there. 10 tons? Well, something's up with that. That prompted me to definitely look into that a little bit more. And it came down to the turbines. And what the turbines do is they pull in the air, which is electrical. Air is electricity, Tesla knew that. Tesla figured that out, pulled that atmospheric energy out of the air, and they pull that electrical air into these turbines, which have tuning forks in them. And these tuning forks can be tweaked and tuned. Right there. And that creates resonance, and that's what creates all that sound when you hear a turbine revving up. It's creating a frequency, which is going to turn that air, when it's compressed, into a gas, a fuel. So it's just taking the air, the electrical air out of our atmosphere, compressing it, resonating it to a certain frequency, a tone that will make it vibrate, turns it into a gas, bam, there's your free energy engine using the air. And how they figured that out was the Fibonacci sequence. Your Fibonacci sequence is in the turbine. So they use that Fibonacci sequence, which is in all of nature, your hurricanes, your tornadoes, your weather patterns, because the Fibonacci sequence is what they call the Coriolis effect, and the Coriolis effect is BS. This is what causes your flow of life. The clouds and the storms, they all have this, and all of nature has this. Animals and snails and the Fibonacci sequence, and they've used that formula just like they've used the electricity in the air to create our motherboards and power our cities for free with Tesla coils like that. And they use that sequence, turn it into a free power engine, and it's an air, because it uses the air, plane, because it flies over a plane. That's my take on the jet fuel hoax, and I can definitely see why they would do that, because they already use free electricity out of the air to power our cities with electrical masts up on top of skyscrapers. It's brilliant, brilliant. So most of this comes down to utilizing free electricity out of the air and charging us for fake fossil fuels, fake nuclear energy fuels. And if they could do it, wouldn't they? Right.